Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is H. I am commenting on a game between Rolinckfan versus Master some numbers. I have no idea which numbers he chose. master88344 versus Rolinckfan. Master chose the fraction Nord, while Rolinckfan chose GDI. This is a complete noob game, I suppose. Let's see how they start. Rolink went for power plant, and it looks like he's going for refinery right now, while his opponent is dropping a crane, and at the same time he's dropping an emissary. I'm not sure what he's up to. This is an extremely economy heavy start, so I'm not sure what he's doing. 2 power plants right now. This looks like a completely unplanned start. I'm not sure whether Master has any idea of playing this game or not, but let's see what he's up to. He's dropping a barracks right now, so going to rolling space. He dropped his refinery on 1 harvester right now, and here we go with the barracks. Not much aggression coming up right now. The emissary of Master heading to the north, so he's going for a fast expansion on the western side. On the same time, Rolink is going for some rifleman squads in order to scout the whole map. 1 squad is heading out to the western side. He's gonna be able to spot the opponent's base. This is good. A few squads heading to the south, just getting a little bit of map awareness. This is good. Most times beginners tend to not check out the whole map, and they're gonna be surprised by opponent's attacks. I'm not sure why Rolink went for an engineer standing on the map right here. There are no spikes on this map, so this engineer, I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. So let's go to the south and check out Master's base. He just dropped a refinery way too late, I think so, and he has a war factory, but I'm quite sure that this guy is dry on money. So he dropped his crane, he dropped 2 power plants, and he has 2 production facilities, but as you can see here, he's idle. The production facility cannot produce in a steady flow, so he's gonna be in trouble if Rolink decides to put some treasure on him. And here we go, Rolink already is on 1 pitbull. This is a perfect harassment unit, and he also dropped a command post, so he raised his tier level to tier 2. But Master already dropped a refinery in the far north, so he is on 2 refineries and 2 harvesters, while Rolink only has 1 refinery and 1 harvester. So let's see whether the disadvantage of Master might be... he might catch up and put some pressure on Rolink, but Rolink right now sending some squads into his opponent's base, attacking the buggy. The buggy is perfect, designed to take down some ground forces, some infantry forces, but 1 buggy is not enough. 2nd buggy is coming out. Rolink now attacking the power plant, but power is down, so his forces are secure versus the shredder turret, which is powered down right now. If this turret would come online, the forces would be taken down so quickly, so they move in right now. Looks like Rolink doesn't know that gunmet damage doesn't do any harm to structures or vehicles, so he is shooting at the structure and hardly dropping anything. So let's check any other options on the map. Up here, yeah, this is quite nice. Seems like Rolink spotted the expansion, so he went here with a pitbull. He is attacking the harvester in the dock, so he will be able to take this down now or a little bit later. And if Master does not react to this expansion is simply useless. And by the way, this expansion point down here, he could simply set it off, because refineries, they give ground control. A 2nd pitbull is coming in, the 3rd pitbull is coming in. Looks like this expansion is dead. Is he sending reinforcements? No, he does not. His whole base right now is packed with anti-infantry defenses. I don't know. 4 power plants right here. This is too much, and he's not getting aggressive, so I'm not sure what he's up to in this game. You do need a battle plan. Right now, he's going for the first Not Mod. If he's going for more Not Mods, let's see if he does so. Yes, the second Not Mod is coming out. He might be going for an eco-harassment on Rollink's side, so let's check out his base. Rolink, still on only one refinery and one harvester. This is not enough. This is definitely not enough. He built a APC and I do not see the engineer anymore. This might be designed to do a sneaky attack. I cannot look into this APC. I have to switch into, let's see, Rolling's view in order to see the APC. No, it's empty. He's not going for any APC NG attack. So right now we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bikes and the buggy for Master, but he is not utilizing it, and his northern expansion has been dropped. So right now I feel like Rolink might be in the aggressive stance, but he is not utilizing his forces. Right now he's sending some grenadier squads into this APC. He could use it to clear some structures, but those structures here are not taken so far. So this game right now is in a kind of chill mode. Master went for a second harvester, and this is something which is important. Noobs usually think, okay, I got a refinery, I got a harvester, I'm fine. But this game is all about getting refineries up, getting harvesters up, and setting up a perfect ratio. It looks like there's an attack coming in here. The APC is coming in, pit bulls are coming in. So 3 pit bulls are engaging the Not Mods right here. It's paper armor, and it might, let's see how this works out. No, I think the Not Mods will be able to take down the APC. And yeah, not an unusual destruction right now. We have 2 Not Mods and a single buggy right here, but he's still chilling at his base, getting some repairs. He has to get a little bit closer to the war factory to get those repairs. 2 harvesters, 1 war factory here. If you have a look at Rolling's base, it's only 1 refinery, 1 harvester. So Master's income is almost double as much as Rolling's income, and as Rolling does not react to this. If he doesn't get an expansion, if he doesn't go for more refineries, in the close future, Master will be able to produce more units, and this is gonna be bad news for Rolling. There's a battle marker up here because Master just secured the structure to see whether Rolling comes through this bridge here and is going to attack the base. He saw it. Rolling is retreating with his rocket quads, and he could utilize them to clear the structure, but this is this option of those units is not on noob level. So let's see what's going on here. He's still going for infantry squads. Yeah, now here we go. He is going for a second refinery. So now he's on 2 refineries and 2 harvesters. He could definitely produce at least 3 more harvesters in order to boost his economy for a perfect level. Especially because his opponent is not attacking him in any way. His opponent now went for, this is interesting, his opponent went for a command post, an operation center, and he went for an airfield. So his opponent might be going for some venoms, though he is not constructing them right now. His bikes and his buggies still chilling here. If he would utilize those in order to go down here and attack from the south and in the completely undefended base of Rolling in order to take down the only 3 harvesters, he would be in a great advantage. But it looks like Rolling realized that he needs harvesters and he is going to produce them. And if he does so, he's going to realize this is, yeah, here we go, another harvester. If he realizes this, he is going to see that his economy curve is going to increase tremendously, and he is going to be able to produce tanks or whatever in order to engage his opponent's base. But right now you can see here Rolling securing the bridge and Master securing the bridge as here as well. So no attack is going through the northern side of the map, but the southern side is not secured at all. If one of the players decides to move through here, the other player is going to realize this very late. So let's have a look on the economy, which is absolutely important. Master, 1 refinery and just 2 harvesters. This is by far not enough, but he arrived on tier 3. He is not gonna be able to produce units on this tier level because it is way too expensive for an economy like this. So let's get over to Rollink's base and have a look. He arrived on 2 refineries and 4 harvesters. This is almost perfect. A 5th harvester would be the perfect ratio, and you can see that he is going for units right now because he feels like that he has the money, and units are chilling here in the north. Those units have not been spotted by Master, and there's a slingshot as well. I'm sure that Rolink did not spot the airfield right here, and yeah, he is going for vertigos, for heavy bombers. So he is lucky that... Whoa, what happened here? Some damage in the north, I do not know what happened, but if this was a bomber, then Rolink is aware of the fact that Master is going for air. He is still producing units. He did not go for an expansion. I am not sure if Rolink knows that he can pack up his MCV, his main construction vehicle, in order to move to another Tiberium field, because his main field is almost dry. If he did this right now, if he packed up his MCV and moved to another field, he could boost his economy in a big way, because his field is almost dry, while Master's field is not dry, cause he is still on 2 harvesters, but he is on 1 vertigo right now, most probably going for more vertigos, but his economy simply is not enough. His bikes and his buggies are chilling. If those units would be utilized in order to harass the opponent's economy, it would be great, but most players tend to be a little bit passive right now. If one player would decide in order to engage, it would be an harsh hit, and here we go. On the eastern south side of the map, Rolink is engaging with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks and a pitbull. This is a serious force if you take in consideration that Master did not prepare to take this down, but there are 4 vertigos. 4 vertigos taken off right now, and they are heading to the north. They are... No, they do not. They go for the tanks. They do go for the tanks. They spotted them. Bombs are being dropped. 1 tank is down. But this is not enough. Just a single tank falls because all of the verticals drop their bombs, and the tanks are going for the power plants, taking down the first power plant. Bikes are coming in right now, but bikes, they do have paper armors, but he swapped for the bikes, because if you do, they will fall. He's going for the power plant. This is an interesting battle, because those tanks, they are heavily armored, they have a good damage output, they are simply GDI forces, not forces. They cannot do a lot of harm versus this, they have to be sneaky. And here we go, Vertigo's coming, dropping bombs on the tanks, and all of the tanks fall. All of the tanks fall, so they dropped 2 power plants. Tank force is being dropped. The Vertigo's not contested, and here we go. I'm not sure if this works out. Master went for a tip cam plant, and the problem about this is he needs vision. If he doesn't have vision for this tip cam plant, he cannot really utilize it well. He dropped a little bit of Tiberium for himself, because he realized my field is getting dry. But if you have a look at Rollink's field, his field is completely dry. He really needs to get up an expansion. Either he needs to pack up his MCV, or he has to go to his secondary structures and construct a surveyor. I'm not sure what the name of the GDI surveyor is, but you guys know what I mean. So right now we have the problem that both players are doing a heavily one-base play, and Rolink seems to assemble some forces here in the south in order to push into the base, but the problem is those Vertigo bombers chilling here, they are completely uncontested. There are no anti-air forces for Rolink, and those bombers, they are perfect to take down tanks. Tanks can't shoot at bombers, bombers kill tanks. So right now this is a tie, because Master does not have any striking forces, but Rolink does. If Rolink moves in though, Master is able to take them down. As you can see here, the harvesters for Rolink are long distance leeching because the main field is dry. Oh, and right now you can see he built a second MCV. Obviously he is not aware of the fact that he could have taken down the first MCV in order just to move it. But the second MCV is moving to the south, and since... Oh no. So I wanted to say, since Master is not doing this, he's in advantage, but Master went for a Surveyor, and Master is going for an expansion for himself, and both players realized, fuck, our Tiberian is empty, we need to get up an expansion. If one of the players takes down the other's expansion, it would be a great advantage. Master sent a Surveyor to the north. He sent a Surveyor there, a single tank could turn the tide. And Rolling, he sent a second Conyard to the south. Well, this is a little different because a second Conyard also gives you an additional building slot, not only a primary, but also a secondary building slot, while an emissary up here only gives you a build radius, and it looks like Master forgot about this emissary, so this takes some time, and Rolling put down his MCV. He is constructing only from one MCV though. I'm not sure if he knows that he is able to construct from both MCVs. So right now, both players seem to... Yeah, he's going for a refinery right now, and here we go, a battle marker. Two squads are coming in here, but there's a garrison building. Those squads are taken down, and Master is setting up his outpost. So, wow, this is a close thing. Rolling in the meantime, I did not see that coming, checked up to tier level 3, and he is most probably going for Marv. As you can see, he is stalled for money. This is due to the fact that his main field is dry. He could definitely go ahead and sell off a refinery in the north, because this gives him some money. Those refineries can't work anyways. So he would be able to produce his Marv a little bit faster. And here we go, his base in the south is gonna be established. He could definitely construct another refinery in the south to boost his economy. And this is a good noob game, by the way. If one of the players would be a little bit ahead, the game would be over right now. It looks like that the Vertigos dropped the bridge down here. So Rolling has no way to move through this path here and attack the base. He could definitely repair the base, but I do not believe that any player on this level knows that this is possible. So have a look. Let's have a look on the economy. Still 2 refineries up here. Harvesters, long distance leaching. Some harvesters queuing up, and here we go. A second refinery, a new harvester. This is major. This is major because he will have a good money flow, a very good money flow. But Master set up an own refinery in the far northwest because this area is not spotted. And here we go. A tank is coming in. This area is not contested at all. This tank coming in here is strong enough to take down this whole area because there is no damage output versus... Oh, did you hear this? The Redeemer has risen. This is the epic unit, ladies and gentlemen, for the Not fraction. This unit has to be feared. It is an epic unit, but if you paid attention, you do know that our... Where is the Marv? That our GDI player went for an epic unit as well, but it looks like he cancelled it, or perhaps I was mistaken and he went for an MCV. I'm not sure. This epic unit is bad news. He has to utilize it. He has to put some flame squads in here, or at least some engineers. Go for it, utilize it. The problem of Master is he went for tech. He went for a tip cam plant, he went for the Redeemer, but neither of those powerful options he did use. So this is a problem. If he utilizes his forces, he could definitely take down Rolling. Rolling, on the other side, realized that he needs some economy. So he has a steady... Here we go. Marv is coming out. So we have 2 epic units on the field. let's introduce those epic units. The Marv, epic unit for GDI and its subfractions, is able to deliver splash damage to its opponents, and it has 4 garrisonable, how do you call that? Bunker spots for infantry, and if this unit moves over Tiberium, it does instant harvest. So, nice thing. GDI the Marv. On the other side, the opponent is the Redeemer. The Redeemer only has 2 garrisons, usually used with flame squads or engineers, but his special ability is not to harvest Tiberium, but to rage the opponent. Any opponent force in the radius of the Redeemer which does not have an active attack order will attack anything around it. So the Redeemer is sneaky, the Redeemer is not. I do love not. So let's see how this works out. No garrisons in sight, no engineer, no flame squads, just the 2 rocket troopers patrolling here, pretending to protect this heavy armored unit, but this is not really useful. But here we go. Vertigo bombers dropping their bombs on the Marv, but we have slingshots here. Slingshots defending this. The Marv moving into the base, and we have some rocket squads. The slingshot is a good choice to crush them, but I'm not sure if he knows this. And we have the splash damage rocket. Oh, a lot of slingshots. This is a nicely armed. This is a good armor composition. If the Marv decides to move into this base, it would be major trouble for Master, because it is his only source of income. But here we go, the Redeemer is joining the battle as well. He is not raging, and let's see how this turns out. Whoa, the Redeemer might be going for a crush. No, he's not going for a crush. So we have 3 tanks and the Marv standing versus the Redeemer. The Marv is heavily damaged though. I'm absolutely not sure how this works out. Oh god, and the Vertigos are coming in. They're dropping their bombs. This is bad news. Absolutely bad news right now, because this damage is crucial. The Marv has been dropped. The Redeemer is still there. Tanks are retreating because they know they cannot deliver the damage they have to deliver. And now this is a problem for Rolling, because the Redeemer, if this Redeemer decides to move in over this bridge, then this base is not defended. Juggernaut coming out, but still not enough for a Redeemer. He set up his base down here, still 2 refineries harvesting this. Rolink has to take down the base in the north. The problem is the Redeemer is chilling here. The Redeemer has no garrisons inside. Looks like those players do not know how powerful this tool is. This game is going on. A Juggernaut moving in here on his own. No, retreating. Juggernaut retreats, chilling here at the bridge. A little force here as well. A few infantry forces, while Rolling is still harvesting the southern field. And it looks like a little tie. So those infantry forces moving in here, but there are defense forces as well. This structure is... oh god, yeah, he went in, he clears out the structure. Second Marv is complete, and this is important because Rolling, he does have the money. He is able to produce tier 3 units and even epic units because he has 2 fields. And Master on the other side, he has 2 fields as well, but he has only 1 refinery. So I'm very sure if we go into the player's view, Rolling is on almost 5k, while Master, well, he's also on 3k. I did not suspect this. Slingshots are moving into the base. Those units are anti-air units. You can use to crush them, and he does. Oh, crush! Yeah, he uses his units to crush the opponent. Tanks are moving in right now, and he is attacking the northern base. Enough tanks are here to take down the base, and this is a very important thing, because Master is not quick enough to respond to this, though he's going for some stealth tanks, a nice option. And the Redeemer now is responding to the threat in the north, but I am sure he is too late. The Marv is moving in. Tanks are taking down the refinery. Tanks are taking down the barracks as well. So the north falls to Rolink, while Rolink secured the whole side of his map. This is bad news for Master. Master though is going for some sneaky things. He has a few stealth tanks up, he has specters up, so artillery. The Redeemer is closing into the north, but the north has fallen. So the problem is, if very good. This is good. If you look here, Rolink put some engineers into the Marv. So those engineers are constantly healing the Marv. This is good because if he keeps the unit alive, this unit will get rank ups on damage. So if he starts and if he puts some pressure on his opponent, he might have a good advantage. Vertigo bombers moving in, but there are slingshots. Slingshots do not see the vertigo bombers because they are cloaked. So now they uncloaked. Slingshots uncloak and the vertigo bombers. Let's see if he can take down a single bomber. One bomber goes down. A second bomber is secure, but this is a nicely composed armor. Because we have slingshots, we have a juggernaut. The juggernaut should not be at the front. There is the Marv, and this army is nicely composed, so he could do big amounts of damage if he moved in right now. So let's have a look at the defense. We have now 2 airfields, so his enemy is going for strong air units for vertigos, which is good if you want to take down the Marv. He still has the Redeemer, no garrisons inside. He has a few flame squads. He has a few stealth tanks and a little bit of infantry, but I think the GDI force is superior. Perhaps the GDI player Rolink went a little bit heavy on anti-air because he seems not to know that these units do not attack. Those are anti-air units, buddy. But now the tanks are coming in. The slingshots seem to retreat. Let's have a look at the armor. Oh, I'm not sure. Ew, those slingshots should take down the bombers. And if the Redeemer falls, and it looks like he has a good chance of doing this, then the GDI player Rolink is in a good position. The Juggernauts are taking them down and the Redeemer is going down. And now the GDI player Rolink, he does have artillery in the back. He has the Marv in the front. He is engaging into the enemy's base. If he takes down the Spectre standing here, it would be good. And the Vertigos coming in. He's going for the artillery, which might be a good choice. And this battle is important because while Rolink is going for the base, Master does not have the option to harvest any more money, but Rolink does. Bombers are coming in, slingshots are delivering tremendous amounts of damage. Those bombers are going down, the Marv has been taken down as well. But if we do have a look at the army right now, you can see that Master on his side does only have air units and his field is dry. His secondary field, he's not going for it at all. And at the same time, Rolink, he is producing units in his primary base, artillery, 2 tanks, and another slingshot is coming out. He knows that he is going versus air units, and here we go. A lot of slingshots standing in front of the base. I'm not sure why Master is not taking down those slingshots, because they do not have any defense. Master is not going for Redeemer, but it looks like... Let's have a look. No. Rolink is not going for Redeemer as well. He is assembling a tier 1 force and a few juggernauts, so a tier 1, tier 2 mix. this might be a smart thing to do, because he knows that his opponent is very, very weak. He knows his opponent does not have any striking forces, and if he produces tier 1 units, he might be able to take down his opponent's force in the close future. And you can see that he is constantly engaging on his opponents. Here we go, Juggernaut standing here, shooting on the production facilities, taking them down. I'm not sure why this opponent does not utilize this stealth tank. And here we go, the slingshots are protecting the Juggernauts. If the only force of his opponent, those whoa. Here we go. Now stealth tanks are coming in. Those stealth tanks, they have to be taken down. Juggernauts are retreating. Stealth tank retreating as well. Buddy, shoot at this stealth tank. This is your only opponent. Yeah, he took it down, and now this force seems to be superior. If he moves in his opponent base, he will be able to take it down completely, because there is no money left. There is no money left for Master. He failed to establish his base. He is going for the fire sale, taking down his base completely, surrendering to Rolink, who has defeated his opponent and moved in his base. Let's move in and have a look on the stats. Skip here. Let's have a look at the resources. Yeah, here you can see the major problem. Both players started on a quite low economy, but Rolink was the only player who was able to expand for the second field. His expansion was not contested by Master, so he was able to gain a steady income. He was able to produce more units. He was able to take down his opponent's Redeemer, and after he did, he still had some reinforcements, and this is what you saw at the end. His reinforcements went into the opponent's base and took it down. So a little advice for both players: take your economy serious. For a big field like your starting field, it is perfect to have 2 refineries and 5 harvesters. As soon as you do have this, make sure that you expand and establish the same thing on the second field.